Now please, educate us.
Will do. Okay. Hello everyone. I want to start by talking about a problem we are all familiar, especially if you come from hot countries, like my own. You park your car under the sun, you go around some errands, maybe even 30 minutes afterwards, you come back into the car, and the car is sizzling hot. I'm sure you are aware of this. It's practically impossible to get in. As the host mentioned here, we actually have a solution for that. Sokol is developing a multi-layer material that uses a physics phenomena called anti-Stokes fluorescence mechanism in such a way that when our coating material is exposed to sunlight, it starts dropping its own temperature. And I mean dropping its own temperature below the temperature that surrounds it. And by that, if our material is on top of this car, for example, we start cooling down the car, will maintain a nice and comfortable temperature inside. I will explain afterwards in the Q&A. If we take the automobile industry for our example, we can cover an entire car for about $150 with our material. And if we take the entire number of only new cars produced yearly, 72 million, we are reaching market potential of only the automobile market for new cars, which is above $10 billion. But as you can basically understand, our coating material can practically cover anything and anything under the sun in need of cooling, be it automobiles or buildings, thank you very much, or buildings or marines or even airplanes and even into space, which is the reason why all these companies that you see here already signed a letter of intent with us to make a joint POC starting at the end of the year. And what you see here basically are companies, coating and chemical companies for licensing our technology, but also end customer companies that wants to use our technology. For example, Samsung that wants to put our coating on the back of their phones, or Airbus that wants to cover an entire civilian airplanes, basically to save on jet fuels when the airplane is on the ground. What you see here is an experiment made in our lab about 2 months ago. On the left graph, you see the physics phenomenon, the anti-Stokes fluorescence, where we are extracting the vibrations from the material itself using basically light. And what you see here, I cannot point here, but the ASPL emission is the little shoulder, the higher energy emitting out. And on the right graph, this is where you see the immediate temperature drop from light on, immediate temperature drop until a steady state. And then when light off, the temperature rises up again to room temperature. Hello everyone, my name is Yaron Shenav and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sokol. Besides me in the company, the majority of us are R&D personnel, all of them PhDs. We have 2 physics PhD, 2 chemistry PhD, and 1 materials engineering PhD, basically because this is where our technology comes from, combination of physics and chemistry. Thank you.
Well done, good pitch. Can you tell us a little bit about what are you developing in terms of POCs in the areas of